Hello! Alright, they can hear you guys now, so stop saying all those slurs you were saying.
Oh, but that was one of the questions of list your favorite slur.
So hello everyone. I see people getting confused in the chat about why we're doing one of these. So I'll just introduce this real quick. So we're doing a post-series release on YouTube Q&A. Basically by request of the fan server, the TalkLocke fan server. I don't have an invite link for that. I don't know if I ever made a command on here for that, but I don't know. You should reach out to someone to try and fucking figure that out. So basically
I can post the link to the fan server.
Thank you. That'd be good. In case anyone wants to join it. Right, I was made a mod there. I can yeah. Anyway, Laertiv and Oni both just posted invite links if anyone wants to join. That was basically requested there. This was arranged there, so people submitted some questions there and on Twitter. Some more people will probably be joining us in a minute or two. You know, this group is not always the best about punctuality, but we'll see who shows up. With us so far, you see that we have Oni.
Hello.
We've also got Jay here.
That's me.
I think Gerber just stepped away to get his drink, but he's here.
I'm back.
Gerber's here. And I assume that also includes Sarah?
She will probably be in here at some point. She's just putting the rice on. You're not coming in here at all? Never mind, Sarah said she fucking hates you guys.
Alright, I'm gonna take her. I'm gonna take her off the fucking couch. Yeah.
On the couch.
Also, if people, I saw at least one person mention that I'm now an Arboliva in the set. Umi, or as you can see carved into the desk on the set. Twitter at is F2Arctic, who does all the art for the Friendlock Box streams. Just sort of messaged me with a bunch of updated sprites and set designs, so you can see that the people who are on screen right now have been updated to newer models. A little, I would say a little more custom art design. So you can see Grace is still on my shoulder. Gerber is now lounging in the mug. Jay is still a little catboy, just sitting on the couch.
Warm in here.
These people,
Sarah,
yeah.
Sarah wanted to be on the couch, so she's standing right above me, angrily.
Well, if she's not here, she's not gonna be on the set. That's the point.
If you want a choice, you gotta be here.
No.
That's just how this works. Yes.
Yeah, you have to stay. You could just the rice is cooking.
I'm making food.
Bummer.
Hey,
I don't know.
Anybody in the chat that qualifies as a mod? Yeah, I was about to say.
For some reason my Streamlabs isn't giving me mod, like the buttons.
I got it. I have the stream up anyway because I like to look at comments.
Thank you. Apparently 12 people just jumped into the fan server. Yes, good. I'll
opportunities to tell people they're weird.
Before we get started, I will actually just real quick go through. These people aren't here, but I'll go through some of the art. I'm gonna make people visible on the set as I'm going through it, but it will get really annoying and cluttered. So just keep that in mind as I make people of it, and it'll just be as they're in the list, not in any particular order. So if you look in the bottom right, there's Pasty's new model. He looks high, which I think is funny. Will there be enough room on the couch? No. You will see soon. No, there will not. On top of Pasty is everyone's favorite of Spider, Vriska. I didn't know where to put Vriska, so they are straddling Pasty. We've got Hannah sitting just at the base of the couch. Colin next to Hannah. Claire behind Colin. I'm not using the character names, by the way, because I just have them named as the actual people. I am actually going to save Forrest for last, because I think theirs is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Lark with the gay little sit on the edge of the couch. Mal hanging from the ceiling, which I think is very fun. Sarah sitting all cute on the couch. We've got Red, the chef, poking in on the right side. Kenny just sort of standing lazily on the back of the couch. Chrissy, who is very little. The whole family is on my desk, right next to Gerber's mug.
Keep them away from me.
Luke, Luke is a weird shape, so he's behind the desk next to me, even though I don't want that Yankees cap next to me, but unfortunately I have to. Brady is the biggest model thus far, so he is behind the couch, peering in. And then you might be wondering, who should I do last? I'll do Mikey last. So Forrest, if you look right above Brady, Forrest is just kind of poking in. Forrest just kind of poking in there. And then you guys might be wondering, where's Mikey? Well, he's trapped in the TV. I finally captured him.
Locked for his crimes.
Yeah, he was arrested, and he was put in there. So this is a nightmare setup.
Nightmare blunt location.
The only people currently not in here are Cookie and Puppy, of which I pretty much know for a fact neither one of them are going to be here tonight, so it wasn't as big of a deal.
Good fucking luck trying to fit Cookie in this.
Yes, oh my god, I was talking to Umi about that, because I was like, some of the last ones you have to make, if you're gonna make them, are some of the largest characters.
Also, Sarah is now going to be here. She was mad she would not be taken off the couch, so she is joining the TalkLocke.
Okay,
Welcome to the couch, Sarah.
Welcome to the couch, Sarah. How do you think this works that you would have been kept there?
She just wanted to be on the couch.
Yeah, that's fine. Which is funny. We've got 4 of the smaller people, so the set looks really clean right now. And all the art looks so good. Umi did a lot of work on this. completely unprompted. They just wanted to update their stuff. So I definitely recommend following Umi, checking out their work.
Just a
Umi
question
is a
for
G.
you, the other team in chat. Someone wants to know: is this the final talk log?
We don't. Well, I want to say probably, but Cookie has expressed wanting to be in one. Not Cookie. Puppy has expressed wanting to be in one. Fucking Hugo doesn't want to be in anything.
We don't know what Hugo wants.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what Hugo's doing.
Drink.
Yeah, exactly. He wants to be sad, I guess.
That's true.
I
but-
think the idea going forward is if we do another TalkLocke, we're not entirely sure if it's going to be another Q&A or if we do another event. It's
Yeah.
possible another one happens going forward, but we can make no promises.
Yes.
This is ideally the finale to the TalkLocke going forward.
Hmm.
As of now, it happens if it happens, but just assume, I don't know.
There is nothing else scheduled. There's nothing else planned. If we do one, we'll announce it. I would say just follow me on Twitter. If you don't, if you want to find that out, I'll fucking tweet it.
The next stream on this channel will be a live boxing match between me and Mal.
Also, yeah, how are people's... I saw someone say, is Grace a little quiet for anyone else? How are people's levels? My shit got all fucked. So I don't know how anyone sounds.
I can also just speak up if that helps.
I was gonna say, the levels look pretty good from what I can see, but obviously I can't hear, so if anyone wants to, mention things, I'll just turn you all up a little bit, the desktop audio. All right. Grace and Gerber are so quiet. Hold on.
I am not quiet at all.
Yeah, I think they were just... I turned them all up a little bit, and I think they're all just talking down a
Everyone
little.
but Joe is decently quiet.
I just turned turn them up, and you
might
guys are
have
just
to
a
turn
little...
up the desktop audio.
I just turned it up a little bit. Let's see if that...
Maybe you guys should just turn up your volumes.
Yeah, we're doing nothing wrong.
All right. Bet. Let's go.
Oh, God. Jay's a little loud. All right, never mind. You guys don't know what you like.
I didn't even do nothing.
All right, so oh my God, the window capture. Why is it capturing that window? Hold on. I tested this earlier, and it apparently has fucked up in that time. I made the questions into a slideshow for ease of... So, whatever, for everyone who submitted questions either on the fan server or on my Twitter, thank you for submitting them. As I mentioned, don't be surprised if your question doesn't get read. It really just had to pass my own personal sniff test, meaning that, that one didn't, I didn't want to include it. Some of them I just didn't want to include.
A few of us did give our input on a few of the questions, but
Yes.
Joe kind of had the final say for a lot of it.
I have about 23 lined up. Not all of them will have the same amount of legs.
Wow, couldn't even go with an even number? What the hell?
I actually didn't know how many I had selected until I just looked at how many slides I put in this slideshow. So there are also so many of you motherfuckers submitted either identical questions or super off topic, no offense, not very funny either. Some of them were funny, some of them were interesting, and a lot of them were just sort of like, what do you think of my name? And it's like, well, I don't. Next question.
I've never read.
You think we think about you guys?
So also you'll see there's some of the ones from Discord are going to be people's nicknames because I just took screenshots. Also, I apologize if it's hard to read. I'm going to read them out loud as well, so that you'll be able to hear them. All right, so we can get started. These first couple are ones that aren't really going to be individual answers. They will probably have an objective just sort of answer. Like, for example, this first one, which was asked by someone on the fan server. I did not get their but their name is Joe Friendlock Real, so I guess it's me. If the catch list was made before Tracy had to drop out of season 3, do you remember when they would have been caught had they stayed in? Same question for Gabby and Monsters if they were in the catch list. Gabby was, Monsters was not. Does someone actually want to check that? I forgot to save that image.
Okay. So Gabby would have been caught between Luke and Gerber, and Tracy would have been caught between Kenny and Forrest. And we don't have anything for Monsters. So.
Yeah, Monsters had told us before making the catch list that he was not going to be a part of this season. So
Monsters actually would have been the first person caught ever.
Monsters would have been the trainer. Yeah, Derek was going to try and hand over the torch.
Yeah, we're doing like a Scrub Season 9 situation where Derek was to move on.
Oh god, Scrub Season 9. That would have really cemented this as the last one we do, because it would have been bad.
It would have been bad?
Yeah, because Scrub Season 9 was bad.
Yeah, anyway, we didn't have a whole new cast, but we were bad.
Yeah, we got rid of JD and the whole plot just sort of fell apart. Alright, yeah, so like I said, these ones just sort of have answers, so that was just the answer. Alright, next one. Asked by Pio, do you think Peppy is lactose intolerant, and if he has any other allergies? He has IBS. Next question.
He also has anxiety and depression.
He has anxiety, depression, I guess severe trauma.
I'm giving him swine flu.
Whatever illness.
I had swine flu.
On, like TikTok.
You got a lot of things.
All right.
Someone says they have something on TikTok. Peppy probably has it because he saw it and is like, oh my god, that's me.
Also, there will probably be some duplicates on the Discord one, just because there was like a handful of people who submitted a bunch of questions. So like Joe Friendlock Real submitted another one that is Hugo secretly in this server? No, Hugo is nowhere. Hugo is
at home, and I can tell you where that is if you pay me enough.
Yeah, Hugo, we barely have Hugo in the Friendlock Discord, let alone the fan server.
Yeah, he was in our Discord. I rarely talk to him, but I will just randomly run into him out and about in real life.
That's crazy to me.
I have only talked to Hugo in Friendlock, no time else.
I met Hugo in real life, and I don't think we exchanged a single word with each other. This was before the Friendlock.
Enigma?
Yeah.
That's the best way we can describe it. Hugo is just an enigma.
And then
what he wants.
This last one, this is the last one of the ones that just sort of have answers. I don't know who here this applies to necessarily, but who has read Homestuck other than Jay? So obviously Jay, I have.
I read about
Has anyone here?
I tried to start reading it, but it's too long and boring.
Yeah, the beginning's tough.
I read part of it. I got like... I don't remember where I got, but it was pretty decently far, I like to think, and then I stopped.
Define pretty decently far.
I tried, it just didn't click with me. I wasn't a big fan, so...
The beginning of Homestuck can be a little tough to get into. Because it's bad. But... I think there's other people in the Friendlock who have read it. I don't know who. I didn't get a list.
Sarah's also read the first 3 pages. Yeah, Sarah is here. She will randomly pop up when she feels like talking.
Just the first 3.
All right, and now these are the actual Q&A kind of questions. All right, Spring Games. What joke or bit do you wish made the cut in season 3? So, how I'm interpreting that is something we did in the streams that did not make it into the final edit, which I can't super think of any for me. There was one that I understand why it didn't make it in that I thought was funny, which was in the last stream when people would donate and try and do a bit, and we were just sort of going, try again.
I mean, Sarah really likes it, so the Sarah Isekai bit is the only one I'm really like. It was one line. Why'd it get cut?
Which ironically is, I think, why it got cut.
Yeah,
it's why it got cut.
It was like why it worked, but why it also could have been like removed. I'm like, whatever. Yeah,
it was unfortunately because of the ease of like keeping it in. It was also really easy to cut.
Well, I'm looking at the name of the people watching this list. This guy, I'm Jay-tastic. Should I hit him with a ban?
I think you should hit him with a paddle on the butt.
I timed out Jay for 6.
Sorry, Jay.
I haven't even typed anything.
Yeah, I thought I made everyone a mod.
Nope.
Oh, nope. I'm Jay-tastic. All right, let me see if I can make you a mod. It's not giving me mod powers on here for some reason.
Well, I'm typing anyway.
Oh, yeah, you are. Damn,
Time's
you're,
up.
you're
Time's up.
impotent, Gerber.
And there I go.
Timed out for 10 seconds, idiot.
Grace, did you have any bits that you wish made it into the final edit that did not? I would even say it could be. It doesn't necessarily need to be yours.
So in terms of bits, I kept joking at the beginning of the season that there was a bit I wanted to do, and Derek shot it down before the season even started. As far as a bit in the season, the only two things I can think of were Sarah getting isekai'd, because that shit was fucking hilarious for the longest time. Because we just kept making Truck-kun jokes.
Oh yeah.
It was
Oh,
right
yeah.
around, I think, stream 4 that we had an ongoing bit. Levincia, when we were doing Iono's gym, and Derek would just randomly use a voice changer for a lot of the characters, and then that didn't end up sticking because the voice he gave the trainers leading up to Iono's battle, the Poke Fanatics, he made them so hilariously derpy and stupid, and I wish that stuck.
Yeah, I liked all the voice changer stuff. Well, when Derek did it, less so when Colin did it, but
I'm gonna be honest, I honestly don't like voice changers, so like I wasn't there for it, so it didn't really affect me. But I'm okay with
He
that
just-
version having less of it.
Derek just made the Poke Fanatics sound like such fucking like weirdos, and I wanted it to stick because it was so hilarious.
I mean, I can kind of relate to Sarah to a degree. A whole part of my character got cut out. A part that I was told to stop doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was told to stop doing a part of my character, and then it got fully edited out. That's not really a
that the-
bit, though.
Was that the Royal Oil or?
No, the Royal Oil made it in. It was the sort of being trans part. I was asked to tone it down.
Speaking of things that we had to tell people to tone down and they ended up getting cut anyway. Most of like Colin and Mal's interactions got cut.
Oh my gosh, so many things Colin said though had to be cut.
God, they were so all.
We
over
had
each other
HR
this season.
meetings on some
I
of these jokes.
literally they were just unapologetically.
They were horny on Maine.
Sex doesn't cure your mental illness. Spray bottle, go away.
Yeah. Oh god. All right. Next question.
Wait, no.
What? Did you have another answer?
I didn't answer to begin with.
Well, all right. That's your fault. Answer.
You didn't give me your spotlight. I guess my easiest answer is I kept calling Peppy Pepsi. I remember the first time I did it, we just bursted out laughing for an entire minute.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Thank you, Jay. I just saw in the chat someone asked, "Do we watch the edited frontlocks?" I believe for everyone, yes. I do.
Yeah.
I like watching them.
Yeah, 'cause
We love supporting Derek, and we love watching all the work that went into it.
I only watch the
Hilarious.
The
No,
only
but we're-
content of Derek's that I watch is ones that I'm in. So if I didn't watch the frontlock, I just wouldn't watch any of Derek's stuff. But also the edits are really good. Like the editors put a lot of work into that.
Yeah, I like seeing just kind of what got like put in. I also don't. I hate that I'm some of you. I also really only watch stuff with me in it.
Yeah.
When I died in Fenlock, I stopped watching.
Does Hugo watch them? I could see him not watching them.
I don't think Hugo cares, honestly.
I think Hugo probably forgot
what
he was
Fenlock
in it. Yeah.
Hugo forgot what Fenlock was.
All right. This one is one that we have actually talked about before this. Asked by Blue Bunny Gal on the Discord, which characters would you want in a blunt rotation with you? Could be friendlock characters or in general. I'm gonna actually, I should have just edited at that end. I'm gonna say it's friendlock. We're doing a ideal blunt rotation friendlock characters.
Oh, not nightmare. So it's an ideal.
Yeah, you can give a nightmare if you want, but I'm gonna say the question is ideal because it says would you want.
Violet or in general?
I'm choosing to take the in general as all 3 seasons.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do all 3 seasons.
You want to go on a line? Just so easy to access.
Does anyone have one right now? Because I don't have mine just yet.
Yeah, I'd have to think about it, actually.
I kind of have one.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start it off.
Go for it.
So I know what my peak blunt rotation would be. seasons 1, 2, and 3, Mikey, then get Borat Grumpet, get Borat, Pete Ness, Lark, both the Bradys, and Pasty.
I would definitely include.
Season 3.
I would definitely include, yeah, season 3 Pasty, because I feel like that would be funny. I want both Brady's because that's my boy. I'm struggling to think of anyone else who I think would be. I don't know if I would want any of the Mikeys. I don't think I could handle any of the Mikeys being in that. I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna just say those 3. 2 Brady's and a Pasty.
2 Brady's and a Pasty. Sarah, do you have anyone that you'd want to? What Friendlock characters you want to be in a blunt rotation with?
Like Nightmare?
No, this.
No,
could be
Dream.
Who would you want to? Who do you think if you got high with them, you would be able to stand?
Luke, Brady, and any of the Kennys.
Oh, Luke's good.
That's true.
Luke, Brady, and
I
any
know
of the
season one Kenny was too much of a goblin.
I know. I went to high school.
Maybe
with
you do
Kenny.
need a goblin in your blunt rotation. Maybe a little goblin guy is there. Good is a good one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick season 2 Brady, season 1 Pasty, season 1 Mal, and probably Luke's Star War, and Lark season 2 because he could see the future.
Speaking of Mal, hi Mal.
Slut slut.
Oh, hello,
Now,
are
see,
you
nothing-
here?
I'll say nothing if you're racist.
Oh,
She always falls for it.
she admitted it.
I'll say nothing if you hate trans people.
Damn,
Mal.
Wow,
that's
Mal.
bad.
Wow.
that cuts
Wow.
deep.
Damn it.
Oh, the robot.
Why are you trying to say shit?
Listen, I was just testing you. I was testing you.
All right, Mal. Friendlock
I mean,
characters.
My fucking RTC was connecting.
Mal. Dream blunt rotation. Friendlock characters.
What the fuck is that?
It means
Would
the
you
people
wanna
you would
share a
most want to
friendlock?
smoke weed with.
I don't know.
Like, you
I don't
wouldn't be
smoke
annoyed by them.
So
You don't need to smoke weed to know who you would want to smoke weed with.
I don't think I'd want to smoke weed with anybody.
All right, fun answer. Next
I
one.
want Borat Grumpcake because
Yeah,
he's
Jay didn't
funny.
answer again.
Damn it, Jay, you gotta just shoehorn yourself in there, bud. We get off topic so quickly.
To be fair, I was still thinking this is a hard question to think of.
It is
man.
pretty tough. It is pretty tough. Because we mostly talked about it as if it was a nightmare blunt rotation.
Exactly. And we weren't even thinking about like friendlock characters.
We're
We were
thinking
of
about our
ourselves.
friends, yeah. Alright. Next question. Or Jay, did you actually answer?
Borat Grumpig.
I think,
know
yeah, that's all you
want
said.
yeah, well, that's all I said before you interrupted me. Borat Grumpig, I want at least 1 Pasty and season 3 Luke. Let's just go with that for now.
I want all of me. I want all 3 of me.
I want J-Weed. I'm gonna be smoking J-Weed.
Oh no. Season 2 me is gonna be smoking season 3 you. Alright. Next question by Tracy, #1 Grace fan on the Discord. Which death was the most heartbreaking to see in season 3? I'll just start off. I personally think
No,
Mikey.
robotic for
Buddy for anyone else.
Huh?
You went I don't know.
Did
if
I go
you went
robot-y?
robot-y. You're
Oh,
robot.
yeah, it was a robot. I thought that was my internet.
I thought that was on me.
No, it sounds like it was on me. Was I robot-y to you stream? Did the stream lag or something? It doesn't say it dropped
mean,
any frames.
They were
or
able to
anything.
answer the question, I guess.
Yeah, people are responding to you.
So, all right, I would say Mikey, just because Mikey's was also the most like I wanted to go check on Mikey to make sure he was okay.
For context and people in the call, this question is: what was the most impactful death of the season?
No, this one's heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking. Oh,
Yes.
then Either way, yeah, it's still Mikey.
Impactful is
Mikey.
another question.
I disagree.
Yeah, Gerber's got his, which is understandable. What is yours, Gerber?
Mine's Luke. Luke had the most heartbreaking death, I think, in the season.
I can
Which was-
understand that.
Giga Chad death also, but it was also the most heartbreaking.
I think
Luke-
in lore,
Luke went out
Luke's
like
was
a
the most
unit.
emotional.
I watched Luke's death and I felt nothing.
Well, yeah.
It was-
You're
it was
already-
so cold.
Yeah, because you're a monster.
So,
Bye.
in terms of most heartbreaking death,
Mm-hmm.
I have to give it to Ken Bagel.
Interesting. Interesting.
Because
Elaborate.
Of everything he could have rolled on the metronome, the fact that he got the 2 single lowest possible rolls back to back in the final fight of the whole series, couldn't even get one good move to go out on, that's hilariously heartbreaking.
I don't think that's
I
heartbreaking.
wouldn't say that that's
Yeah.
heartbreaking. That's just that's a comedy of errors.
I was gonna say I would argue that's not heartbreaking because that's an idiot showing up to a gunfight with a squirt gun and he didn't fill it. Like he just didn't fill it with water. That's not
My boy
heartbreaking.
came-
That's a
My boy
moron.
came in with finger
classify
guns.
it-
Yeah.
I classify it as heartbreaking because I'm a gambler at heart.
Oh
so
no!
watching odds that low
Like Rocket.
breaks my heart.
Yeah, it's rocket energy. That's rocket
Kenny was
core.
probably the funniest death.
Yeah, Kenny might put in the same category as like season 2 Mikey death, where it's like
Yeah, yeah, you just fumbled the bag so hard.
Everything went wrong when it really shouldn't have.
Yeah, they were both ascending up a set of stairs to the cool death of like exploding yourself or avenging Joe, and they just fell.
Yeah, yeah, just absolutely tripped and died on the
Boy
steps.
fell out the window.
But no, the real answer here, Blorpoito.
That
During-
one's tough just because it's like, oh, you got to do nothing.
During that whole scenario, Claire was trying so hard to keep us on track, but between poor decisions made by everybody, it just ended up really heartbreaking that she was trying so hard to make her first real outing meaningful and got right at the end.
Well, maybe Derek shouldn't have taken me out of the party. Maybe Derek should have kept me in and put Plorplota in the fucking box. Huh, Derek? He's not even here. He's not listening. He's at Pup's birthday.
Maybe we should have just had full restores, not just full restores.
There's a lot. Okay, we can't talk about that. We
I know.
truly
We'll
can't.
be here all night next
Oh,
week.
can we make that? I'll make
Maybe-
that.
maybe
can
we
make that
shoulda-
announcement. There are no cooking questions.
No, there's no
Maybe
cooking
maybe
questions.
shoulda-
And to just real quick address, so many fucking people asked the exact same question, which we have already answered. Why did Jay and Gerber do that? Because it was funny.
It was
It was
funny.
funny.
Did you think it was funny? Did you think?
You
Or the
fuckers,
shit-
you ask this every fucking day. Get a new joke.
It was
It was
funny.
for
Yeah,
it was
hey,
for the shiggles.
Yeah, it was for the bit, guys. Come on. Next question. Joe Friendlock
question.
Real in the Discord asked, "Why
look
are
at the
you?"
views of that episode?
Huh?
Listen, if you want to know why we did it, look at the views for that episode. They're number 2. They're going up.
All right. The question: why are you the worst Friendlock member? Answer even if you don't think you're the worst Friendlock member. I just want to tweak this question a little bit in its phrasing because its phrasing is a little hard to answer. Just sort of, what would you say is your, I guess almost red flag, like your worst trait as a member of the Friendlock? I think I probably talk too much, but I think that could be said for most people.
I'm not funny.
I'll jeopardize entire runs for them.
Yeah, thank you for saying it. You and Jay should have similar answers here.
Listen, I'll just
See how it sounds.
fucking yeah. Me and Jay should be similar. We'll do the.
We're a little bit impulsive.
Well,
No, Jay.
I
all
don't
of our
I don't know
pictures
if the two of you should be similar because Jay's at least funny.
Boom!
Yay!
Get roasted, Gerber.
Welcome to the roast, Gerber. This is
Alright,
actually your
Which is
roast.
funny because I was gonna say my fucking weakest thing. My jokes honestly aren't that funny.
I think I learned in this last season, which is tough because it very well could be our last season, is that I'm funnier when I'm building off of other people's bits as opposed to trying to make my own. Because I was gonna say I had a lot of like peanut gallery or like chiming in that I got a lot of compliments for, but almost any bit that I tried to start was edited out other than the hand holding bit, which I do think is funny. Was that everyone? Did anyone?
I haven't contributed.
Yeah, what is yours?
A lack of self-confidence leads me to try and overdo funny voices and stammer anytime I try to get into a conversation. Seriously, all 3 seasons, you can hear it. Anytime I try to speak up, I fucking stammer and stutter all the time.
That is fair. I don't know if I've noticed that myself, but that is fair.
Derek
okay.
animated a whole fucking bit about it where I had a hard time speaking up.
Well, that's good. I don't remember that, but that's good. I forget a lot of things.
The astronomy bit.
Oh yeah, that was in the video too.
What was that? What video?
During season 3, we had just finished Mela at the fire base, and I was given the funny astronomy, the fun fact about Cassiopeia and the constellation, and it was a whole
yeah.
Derek animated of me stammering to try and speak up.
I do remember that now. Yeah. Okay, I think that was everyone now, right?
That should be everyone.
Cool. Next question: if monsters had been in season 3, what Pokemon do you think would have been perfect for them?
All.
Yeah, I don't actually.
Didn't we say Gimmighoul?
Yes, Gimmighoul. Gimmighoul would have been good for him. Gimmighoul would have been good. I think he should have had the bike.
What, me?
No, the bike, not you.
Oh, so, listen, I'm sorry. Cyclizar and the bike kind of.
We didn't get to ride you. Fucking idiot.
Monsters Gimmighoul would have been really funny because he doesn't learn any moves till he evolves.
Yeah, yeah.
He would have had the easiest time not looking up his moves.
Yeah, considering he wouldn't have known what any of them did anyways.
This might just be me, but I feel like monsters as a Nimble would be hilarious.
What?
Which one was Nimble?
The new little grasshopper that turns into low kicks.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, Monsters probably would have been good in just about any of them, because he's just funny.
Monsters is just funny.
He's just funnier than the rest of us.
Secret to that man is his Pokemon doesn't matter. He won't know what it is anyway.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, exactly.
That's also true.
It's not gonna influence his bit. It's not. He's not gonna know what the fuck's going on, and he's gonna say the funniest shit in the entire season on accident. Like it's just gonna come out of his mouth. All right. Next question. This one's an off-topic one. What's everyone's favorite colors?
Ooh, yellow.
Orange.
I like purple.
Evergreen.
Mine's probably like. Honestly, it's probably like black.
Sarah said hers is blue. I like orange.
Blue's a good one. Also, I just want to add. So, first of all, this person's nickname is Pissed. This is from the Discord, and they said they like cyan blue, which I just want to say is cyan is like a blue-green. So saying cyan blue is a little. It's a little redundant.
You just said blue.
You just said a blue-green blue. Next question. Lime Sam, #1 J-Weed fan. There you go, Jay. From the Discord said, what's your favorite character this season that wasn't your own? Deshef. Deshef was my favorite, absolutely.
Deshef was a very good pick.
Probably Cookie. I really enjoyed
Cookie was also really
Cookie
good.
was good.
Cookie because he started out being this wholesome character and then Hugo just started drinking during the stream.
Oh, he went the pasty route?
Who's Mike and why is he hard?
Yeah, I mean, Hugo was real funny.
Pasty also a really good choice, I think.
Pasty was one of my favorites
Brady
this season.
Brady is a strong contender as well, but I'm gonna love Brady no matter what character he does, so that's kind of a cheap answer for me.
He was just a guy. He was just Brady.
He was just a guy. I was talking to him about the episodes, because I think there was one where I was just like, oh, Brady, you were really funny in that one. And he was like, I swore too much. And I was like, what? I don't think anyone noticed.
Brady swear all the time.
Yeah, I was like, we all swear so much. It's okay.
Easy, 2-way tie. Pasties and Pup.
Oh, you like the peas.
Pasty is just fucking funny, and this season he really got to shine. But Pup was also like infectiously fun.
It is pretty infuriating that
so
there are
funny
members
energy.
of our group that are just funnier. Like, there's just some people who it's just like, well, okay, I mean, if I'm in a party with monsters, he's just gonna be the funnier one.
I can't even talk.
Yeah.
No one will care.
No one cares about what I have to say. Monsters is just funnier.
I would have to say Monsters and Mikey have to be like the funniest bitches.
Yeah, I
in
was
our
gonna say
friend group.
Monsters, Mikey, Pasty, like, I think just strong, pretty strong contenders. Just consistently.
If
So
they're ever
annoying.
in the party, or if they ever get screen time, you don't bother. They're just
Yeah.
going to be the funniest people there.
Yeah.
If it's any consolation, Joe, you'd also tend to be my favorite, especially in
Oh.
season 2.
Oh, thank you. I really liked. This will come up in another question, so I'll save what I was about to say. I think, has everyone said theirs? I think so.
There's one
Wait,
more I
hold on.
wanted.
Let
There's
me
one
ask
more I wanted to
Sarah.
throw into the ring just for season.
Yeah,
3.
go for it while Sarah thinks or gets ready.
Can we?
Sarah, who's your favorite character in Friendlock that was not your own? Kenny.
Fair.
Bias.
Kenny is also usually pretty good.
Well, the
Yeah,
only
that is
reason
true.
I liked. Well, I don't remember if it's
Metronome.
no. Is it Strudel or Struble?
Strudel, I think.
Strudel?
Something. Yeah, I think he's fucking adorable. So maybe I am biased.
He's a goblin. He's just a fucking weird animal.
A gross little freak.
I was gonna come.
No.
I'll try not to.
Grace, you had something?
Can we just appreciate how perfect Kristenez was as a character this season? Like, Chrissy immediately went in and ran with the bit so perfectly.
Yeah,
Kristenez was pretty good.
Kristenez was a good, like, on the fly, I believe, sort of character choice.
I
Mhm.
hated how.
Hi,
Oh,
Brady.
look, it's everybody's favorite
Hello.
character.
It's Joe's
Brady!
baby girl.
It's my son.
Brady, you
I'm
missed how
here.
much Joe was talking about you like you're his baby girl.
I actually did catch that.
I'm never not talking about Brady like he's my baby girl. It's because I was very mean to Brady growing up, and now I need to compensate.
Brady, since you're here, favorite character this season that wasn't you?
I did hear this part. I do think I agree with Cookie being up there, but also Pasty was really funny.
Strong choices for this season.
Yeah.
Strong
Yeah,
choices.
I
Time for
think both
those
of
two.
them. I think both of them have an advantage of over time they've just become more and more unhinged in Friendlock, where I'm like, okay, Pacey or Cookie's gonna say something insane, where I'm just like, oh,
It's just-
why did that make sense and why was it funny? Also, I genuinely enjoyed everyone gaslighting the chat into thinking that Pacey died every stream.
Yeah.
That was
a funny
maybe-
bit.
Listen, I'm not giving chat a lot of W's because you guys will take it for granted. That was one of them. That
Sorry.
was one of the few you'll
Especially considering he never died.
Not to cut this off. I just two things. One, I do want to move on to the next question,
Yeah,
just because
of
we've got a few. But also, someone in chat, Laertiv just asked, Joe, aren't you married now? Yes, I am. I got married at the end of October. Yeah, I've been married now for almost 2 months.
He is officially the wife guy of the Friendlock.
Oh god.
I am, I believe, the only one with a wife. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That makes you the wife guy.
it was a great wedding. Brady was there.
It was beautiful.
Brady was one of my groomsmen, actually.
I was at the bachelor party.
You were.
It was a great time.
So next question. This is actually the thing that I was going to talk about, which this is Vertiman on the Discord asked, what was your favorite season to be in? I think, personally speaking, season 2 is a very strong contender for me, because being the second caught was really cool, even if I wasn't supposed to be. Being sort of the strongest one for quite a bit was pretty cool. Yeah, I think season 2. I thought I was funnier in season 2 than in season 1 too.
I would agree.
With season 2, or that I was funnier?
I was trying to think of like, how do I say yes, you were funnier without being it sounding mean?
No, it's fine. I was trying to be funnier, and so I'm glad I accomplished that. Yeah, what about everyone else?
I mean,
I
I
go
would
back and
also
forth.
agree that season 2 was one of the best ones. I might be a little biased,
Yeah, I was
but I
gonna
also
say-
think that I think that first 6 had one of my favorite dynamics.
It was a little
we had
more.
some-
I would say it felt a little more unhinged that first 6. That was just kind of a weird bunch.
We had some crazy ass banter, especially
Yeah.
in the second stream.
I go back and forth because I would normally agree season 2, but in hindsight, I think I've come to think season 3. Just because season 3, kind of just by pure happenstance, I happen to have a full character arc of I killed someone and then I got the final kill on the big bad. So like, I guess I like the more like more rounded story of season 2 or season 3, but I also enjoyed a lot more of the chaos and some of the darkness of season 2, where it was like, oh, there's actual like the lore here might be is heavier, so it's like the lighter moments I think were funnier.
Yeah, sometimes I think back, like I'll think about this question sometimes just in general, just being like thinking about the other seasons, and I also just think season 1 just had sort of a charm to it that I don't think we have necessarily gotten back, just because it was no one fucking knew what we were doing, so we were all figuring it out. Like Kenny coming in with a character was insane. And that was
Arguably, this man ruined Friendlock.
Yeah. One of the funniest characters in season 1 arguably set us up for failure in the next seasons.
From that point on, everyone was trying their hardest to outdo him.
Not true. Not everyone.
The paradigm shifted with Kenny being a character.
Okay, can I just say, the worst Ghost said season 3 was the most unhinged in terms of stuff happening. That's bullshit. Do you not remember season 2?
Season 2 was absolutely the most unhinged. The stream I died in is famously...
just opened Pokemon cards.
And also the clay fight, the first time we had a team wipe, within like the normal sort of... Because we had a team wipe in season 1, but it was, you know...
That was a little different.
That was a little different. The Steven fight was a little different, but the clay fight was like, oh fuck.
Not to mention, in terms of like season 2 stuff, every Pete Ness bit, the fucking the hilarious way Mikey died, like Adam fucking Sandler. I'm still salty.
Yeah, season 2. I think season 2 is probably my favorite season. I really like it. It was a weird mix of. I will say I'm pretty outspoken on being kind of against characters as much, but I still think season 2 is good.
Really good point.
We canceled
for
Dream.
Season 2 being unhinged. We canceled Dream in season 2.
Yeah, we canceled Dream. It was just absolutely insane.
T-Pain.
There was so much happening.
Did everyone answer?
I
did not
haven't
yet.
Answer if you have not. Brady, you've only got 2 seasons to choose from.
Exactly.
Brady's like, I actually like season 1 because I could sit in my house and not talk.
Because Brady hadn't been invited yet.
I like season 1. That
great.
one, I didn't have to do nothing.
No, I'd say obviously I'm biased towards season 3 because I was an actual Pokemon and not a gosh damn
Yeah,
Illumines.
you were a powerhouse in season 3.
To be fair, you somehow made that Illumise worth something in season 2.
We were talking about that in call last night. About how
I did
you
like
actually
Gen
made that your
1.
own.
You
I
took
got one
one of
kill out of it.
arguably the worst Pokemon and made it work.
Yeah.
My biggest regret is still not using my last move, be Wish, to at least heal up the party, because I think was it Chrissy who was the Luxray?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to heal up that Luxray by using Wish as my final thing.
It wouldn't have
Instead, I
mattered.
just decided to throw it away with a damage move. I mean, yeah. in the
They
grand
died
scheme
of their own accord.
Tracy, Colin absolutely could have made it Illumise work, but Derek threw Colin under-leveled into the Elite Four solo.
Yeah, it was funnier to
If we gave Colin a chance, he could have. We did not want to.
It was funnier to bully him.
In terms
Blame
of
me. Derek and Mikey and I think Jay, you were. Did you all make up recon?
I was also there, yes.
Blame
in terms
the
of-
usual idiots.
in terms of favorite season though, season 2. It's when I came out to an overwhelming wave of support, and that moment will always
Right.
stick with me.
That makes sense for you, yeah.
That was
Has anyone not answered? Because I just want to go to the next question.
I think that might be
Next
everyone.
question. What is your favorite prehistoric / extinct creature? This is another off-topic one. Mine is the Irish elk. It was a megafauna that was, found where the name would suggest, and it was just a giant deer.
Megalodon.
Megalodon's good.
Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl's good.
Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus is good.
I like the Bradysaurus.
Brachiosaurus is good. Yeah, we've talked about that one.
Talasine.
Yep, drinking.
Am I gonna be the only one?
Triceratops.
So I'm the only one who went with like a mammal.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, mine's a mammal.
Oh
The
right, no,
Talasine?
yours. Yeah, the Talasine. Yes. Okay, hell yeah, high five, mammals.
Yeah.
All right. Opinion
Some
on
warm
people.
bloods over there.
Yeah, we got some warm blood, baby. Give me a kiss. Opinion on people making FriendLocke Spotify playlists. I just want to say I saw a couple other questions asking similar, but for different social medias. So generally speaking, this is just people's views on people making, I guess, FriendLocke related content on, like, someone asked about TikTok, someone asked about Tumblr. This Lime Sam asked about FriendLocke Spotify playlist. My answer is I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want. Doesn't affect me.
go for it.
Live your life, man.
Yeah.
Someone made a pretty good one for like our season 2, so as some of us, and I liked it.
Don't get too weird about it.
It's fine. It's cool. It's really cool to see, so long as you don't dip into the realm of the fucking weird.
Yeah,
Like,
there's been some weird that we.
The self-insert shipping fanfic, not the fanfic, like the weird shit.
Yeah, and
That's the word I was looking for.
And at that point, it becomes like personally, I don't care about stuff like that, but I know some people care very much. So like, just really, I would say rule of thumb, avoid that stuff. But if it's something as simple as FriendLocke Spotify playlists, that seems
That shit
Yeah,
slaps.
that seems
if you're just
cool.
making- if you're just making fucking TikToks, go ahead, man. We don't care.
The only rule of thumb is just how about don't be weird.
Yeah, just don't be weird about it. Be cool
Why
about
don't you
it.
show your grandma what you've made, and she should tell you.
Yeah, that's a good test.
My rule of thumb is I don't really care, especially with the Spotify playlist. But just know if I see it on Twitter and I think the music's bad and it's about me,
Like AJR.
I will make fun of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Gerber Cycle AJR AMV.
Please, everyone, make that.
Someone
if you
now.
If you make a Spotify playlist and I'm not on there, I'm gonna take that personally. I'm offended.
If you make a Spotify playlist about me, and again, if it's got artists I don't like, or you like, I love people trying to be like, this is what I think Gerber Cycle listens to. It's like folk. It's like folk indie rock or like white guy music, like AJ. And I'm like,
Yeah, it just has to be. It just has to be what Gerber considers good music, like sheet metal banging against each other or various baking sounds.
scaring the hose.
Scaring the hose. All right, next question. This is one from Twitter. So at Elita Guardian, do you guys think? Do you think you guys would be willing to do something similar to FriendLocke on your own channels? Which I just want to real quick say, Chrissy, I believe she's already tweeted about this, so it seems, I believe it's fine to say this. She is planning on doing her own FriendLocke with her as the trainer. I'm sure it'll have, a good portion of the people from
A few familiar faces.
Yeah, you'll see some familiar faces, but then they'll also have some of her friends, maybe some people from DA Games. I don't know who's going to be a part of that. I just know she's planning on doing it. And I would say as a general idea, the answer is yes. We'll probably do other things FriendLocke related.
The closest I've done is over on my channel. I do fusion locks for Infinite Fusion, where I name the Pokemon after you guys or chat, and I just let it go nuts. So I think we all kind of do our own thing.
Yeah.
Someone brought up a really good point. If Chrissy does her own FriendLocke, it'll be the first time she makes it to the end of a FriendLocke.
Oh, brutal.
And why are we calling that early? She could die. Guys,
She could die. Jay, you have to understand, if every Pokemon dies, she doesn't make it to the end either.
Or
So if
if
she
we can convince her
loses...
to play- we can convince her to play Legends, because then that actually
Oh, she
puts
could
her at
actually
risk.
die, yeah. So the answer is yes. people will be doing other friendlock things. I don't know if other people will be doing their own friendlocks, but Chrissy will be. Next question. This one, I can understand if people want to have answers. I don't know if I have an answer for this. On the Discord, this was asked, what is your biggest regret across all seasons?
Saying yes to Friendlock.
Agreeing.
Yeah, being a part of it. I don't think I have an answer. I don't know.
I have none.
My regrets.
Biggest regret, season 1 in general. I was not funny.
I think my biggest regret is not having the most screen time by a larger margin. Because I already apparently have the most screen time, which is crazy to me. But I think it should be more. I think I should be in 75%, not 50% of the series.
I assume most of the answers would be dying, according to chat.
Neither one of my deaths were my fault, so I don't feel that bad about those.
I didn't die.
That is
Reno,
true.
Sarah.
Honestly, a memorable death is better than just living on and getting no.
I was gonna say, yeah, dying, being useful for a bit and then dying is probably. I'd take that.
You know what I don't regret? Having Derek rig the who gets revived poll in season 1.
He did definitely rig it, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tracy.
That was not fair. That was not fair to anyone, but anyone but me.
It was rigged, and then he rigged your ass to be so good.
So
that
yeah,
you make
yeah,
him be used.
Yeah, he really was just like, I'm gonna give Gerber everything. Does anyone else have any regrets? I don't know if this is.
There are 2 moments across the series that I regret.
Go for it.
Season 1 sloshy bong and season 3 making the orange duck joke.
Huh?
I know exactly what both of those instances are. I actually do remember both of those.
The
I understand
sloshy
that.
bong I thought would be funny, but then I realized we were on Twitch and I was panicking that whole stream that I was going to get Derek in trouble. And then I don't know why I made the orange duck joke. It was the first thing that popped into my head, and I regretted it for like 30 minutes afterwards. Like, I sound like an asshole.
Anyone else got any regrets? Regrets?
Spoiled that question by talking about it earlier. The single move choice I had on my death in season 2.
Yeah,
that was it.
that's fair. Okay. All right.
All have been better final words in season 2.
My regret is that Derek cut out my final words in both of my deaths. He edited it out. One of them was just like Derek. Like, I think that was season 2. Was just like, are you kidding me?
Being really mad.
Yeah.
That was I think we've only had a couple instances where someone's died and people have gone and checked up on them, and I was one of them. Because that was one where people kept jumping in and being like, are you good? And I'm just sitting there like, oh.
The 3 moments where I actively remember jumping into the other channel to check on people were you, Mikey when it
Yeah.
happened, and Luke.
Oh, Luke's a good one, yeah.
I remember a lot of people jumping into the call to check on Luke after it happened.
Which season?
Season 2. Season 3.
Season 3.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Next question. This is a Twitter one at bebe_1169 asked, was there going to be any plotline/lore between characters that just never happened? And I'm going to say this is probably specifically for season 3, and it is referring to, my guess is, like season 2, how Claire died early than expected, so Sarah and Claire's whole plotline couldn't really come to fruition. If anything like that was planned in season 3. I don't
we
think
learned
so.
our lesson from last time.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say,
no.
I don't think so. I don't think people came in with plans.
Derek specifically requested no lore, but I guess there was a lore thing that Sarah was a fucking isekai.
That was,
Well, that was
a
something
personal
about
lore one, which did happen in the streams. It just didn't got edited out of the videos.
I did have one that wasn't anything other than Lark and I, since we're both, spoilers for me and Lark, we had the same first names, but we're both named Andrew. So we were just going to if we were interacting, we were just going to call each other Andrew. Back
I
home.
Actually, I did remember
That's
one
it.
because I joked with like the other J that like for Violet we should have just changed our name so they would go as Jay and I would go as JAE.
Yeah, when you
amazing.
got caught, you tried spelling Jay's name, and Derek was just like,
He knew what was coming, so it was like,
Derek started getting really impatient with the names so early, which I that was a question that I did not include, which was what was your like someone asking like what was your favorite silly spelling of your name that Derek did, and I was like, I was Joe in all 3 seasons. Just Joe.
I was Sarah for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
The first stream is safe for his naming. After that, any other streams, you're
Yeah,
probably
he
gonna
starts
get
getting
named something
impatient. So yeah, I
What was
think the
first
answer is
fucked up name he did. Was it Hannah?
in that one. I think so. In this season,
Yeah,
'Cause
it
Hannah was, like,
and
right after
and,
me.
And Violet.
yeah, I think Hannah was
Yeah,
right
that
after me, right?
that
So
was that was
Hannah.
Hannah. Ooh,
Hannah.
Hannah,
Hannah. Ooh.
all right. Next question. On Twitter at Skylar Winddragon, what was, in y'all's opinion, the most impactful death of the season, and why? If this is different from the Heartbroken, because I personally think I would say the most impactful was Lark. I think the most heartbreaking was I said Mikey.
Lark is
I was gonna
definitely
say
my answer.
Mikey
Because,
is
like-
my answer.
That's fair.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
with
Mikey
with Lark, losing your starter, especially so
So
early, in the series,
early.
is definitely gonna kill morale.
Fucking
Lost all of his
devastating.
starters, right?
I would say Lark is not only the most heartbreaking, but the most impactful at the same time, because that was the moment where. So we all kind of went into Scarlet and Violet, some of us having played it beforehand, having experience with the game, and kind of joking that outside of Nimona, a lot of this gen was super kind of easy.
Mm-hmm.
And Lark getting got was Derek's cue to take the fucking game seriously.
Yeah, I think there's a strong argument for Lark for both of the questions. That's what I just think Lark's was probably not the most heartbreaking because it was so early on and it was just sad because it was a starter. But I think impactful because yeah, it kind of set the tone and we lost him so fucking early.
We didn't even fight the first gym leader.
No, we hadn't yet.
Yeah, I'd probably go Lark or Mikey
Yeah.
for that. I don't think, as much as I think Luke is the most heartbreaking death, I don't know if I would say
Not the most impactful though. Yeah.
I think for me,
there's
it's
also-
my. I was just gonna say for me, it's Mikey because like he wanted to be annihilate so bad.
That's why
and-
his is the most heartbreaking to me because it like affected actual Mikey very much.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, Sarah and I were on the right track. There's also an argument for Mikey being the most impactful because
Oh, I agree.
Lark
Yeah,
dying-
definitely.
Lark dying definitely got Derek to take the game more seriously, but you can notice in both the streams and the episodes after Mikey, there's a tonal shift.
There's a
in
big
how-
tonal shift. Yeah.
There's after Mikey, there's a tonal shift with Derek specifically about how invested in the fights he was. Like,
Yeah.
After Mikey, he started paying attention to fucking everything.
Also, Mikey would have been so fucking strong as
those-
He
as
would have been an
Annihilate.
absolute unit in like the later.
He would have
games.
crushed.
Those two definitely, I think, were the most impactful because they got Derek into like
Yeah,
high gear.
I agree. They were also the first 2 deaths. All right, next question. At Creeper with a PhD on Twitter, if you could eliminate one condiment forever, what would it be? I think
Relish.
relish is fair. I would say steak sauce if we count that.
Actually, can I change my answer?
Sure.
Mustard.
Wrong. No, you can't change your answer. It's back to relish.
Horseradish.
They're both
Horseradish,
garbage.
okay.
Ooh, yeah, fuck horseradish.
That's
Ugh.
fair.
Listen, I agree with you, but horseradish is so integral to Jewish culture that we have to keep it,
That's also fair.
even though I hate it.
Not get canceled on Twitter. I'm going to retract my previous statement.
I will get
On
canceled
Twitter?
on
No,
Twitter. I will
you'll be
not
fine.
retract my statement.
You'll be
Brady,
fine
I
on
do
Twitter for that. Elon will be your best friend for that comment.
Brady, as a Jew, I'm giving you the pass to hate on horseradish.
Okay, let's go.
Mal, I don't. You're gonna get canceled.
Oh
Okay,
no.
cancel
Get
me.
her
I don't
ass.
care. I don't care. We're playing for the same team, bro.
Jay, did you answer?
I do agree with horseradish. However, I'm gonna have a unique answer and say mayonnaise.
That's
Crazy.
But mayonnaise can be
That's
like.
I
But how
personally
are we gonna
disagree, but
turn
I
it into
understand.
Ranch. You need mayonnaise to make ranch.
I don't like mayo.
what?
I had a really
I-
good deviled
mayonnaise
egg
to make
tonight,
ranch?
so.
Mayonnaise can exist
Wait,
as an ingredient, but not as a condiment.
Hold on, real
Oh,
quick,
okay.
real quick. Someone in chat, I just want to say, I don't want to let this pass. Sugar Lime, Brady is not Jewish. Brady is not Jewish. Gerber
No, I'm
is.
not
That's
Jewish.
why he gave. That's why Gerber gave Brady the pass.
Yeah, Gerber. is
Brady
Jewish.
is not Jewish. He could say whatever the fuck he wants if he was. He wouldn't need a pass. He's not Jewish. Very much not.
Actually, can I modify my answer a little bit? Because I just realized
So
There's one thing-
indecisive.
there's one thing that I only just remembered is technically used as a condiment. It's also an ingredient, but there are people who use it as a condiment.
Mhm.
If you put Worcestershire sauce on anything,
Oh,
Whoa, 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 whoa,
you
whoa,
have
whoa.
lost
Oh,
your
boy.
right.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh
whoa,
my
whoa.
god.
Fuck you, Oni. Fuck you.
I've been
with it,
using
but
Worcestershire
don't
sauce a lot lately. It's good.
cook with it, but don't.
Hey, guys,
put
I don't
that
like
shit
steak
on
sauce.
things.
I put it on steak. It's delicious.
I think steak sauce is a little sweet
No,
for me. I
it's
don't really like
delicious
it.
when you cook with it.
Yeah, I
It's
think
not a
it's
Steak
one
sauce is
topping.
unnecessary.
Steak sauce is unnecessary. Just have good steak.
I'm not saying steak
Medium
sauce.
rare.
I'm saying Worcestershire sauce.
No, I know we're
Not
having a
steak sauce.
separate conversation because I don't have an opinion on Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Yeah,
Worcestershire.
Worcester,
Wash your
Worcestershire,
sister.
Wash your sister.
Worcestershire sauce. Sorry, I'm from Massachusetts. I have to pronounce it that way. Worcester.
Worcester.
All right, we're moving
I
on.
love
Yeah,
love
move
Worcestershire
on.
sauce. It's not a topping. That's all I'm saying.
All right,
Fuck you, Oni.
at Soup Cube on Twitter, if you could get literally anyone in to be a Pokemon, who would you want? So if you could cast any person to be in Friendlock, who would you want?
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito's a good one.
That's a good one.
Holy shit, that's a good
Jack-
one. I want him to be
Jack
the
Black.
champion. Jack
Jack
Black is
Black.
also really good.
Oh,
Joe
Jack
Biden
Black
would be
is a
funny.
good one.
Who would I
Just get the
want?
entire cast
Or
of
Adam,
Sunny
or
Philadelphia.
Adam Sandler. After his appearance in season 2, I want Adam on the
I
front line.
I want Matt Mercer to just be in the show and no one makes a big deal out of it. Like he's just seventh cut. Like he's just the seventh, but he's just in the list.
Matt would be so good.
It would also
be
just be really funny to have a like professional and accomplished voice actor and like professional D&D player in our fucking give Monsters a run for his money. I think that would be funny.
Do you have anyone, Sarah?
No, not really.
Sarah doesn't want anyone in the front lock.
I had one.
There shouldn't be a friend.
I had a joke I suggested because I didn't want chat to be chat bike. Because they're technically related to me. I was like, hey Derek, what if I just get
Oh,
my
yeah.
dad to record the move?
Your dad
No,
would be
yeah.
funny. I really want my friend Eric to be in the series. I keep asking him and he keeps just saying no.
I'll make it.
He's not gonna make it.
Non-celebrity answer here. I'd love if we could ever convince Jan to come on.
Oh, fucking.
Oh,
Pokemon
Jan,
Challenge.
yeah, Pokemon Challenges.
Challenges.
Oh, that one's like, I feel like that one's actually kind of accomplishable.
Because if
Yeah,
he's a
that w-
fan of the series, he's reacted to all 3. Apparently, he's already doing the he's doing the analysis for season 3.
I was gonna say, there's a line of communication open
Good.
between him and Derek. That's not
Oh, no, he-
undoable.
First of all,
doing season 3 already. That's
All right,
awesome.
first of all, Jan, good fucking luck with season 3. And secondly,
Yeah.
putting him in Friendlock would be really funny. Having somebody who actually knows how the fuck this game works.
Yeah, having
Yeah,
a
someone who's
professional
really good
Nuzlocke
at that.
having a pro deal with our bullshit would be hilarious.
That's funny. That is good.
Because
It'd be funny.
we'd all be playing characters,
Well-
and he'd be fucking strategizing in the background, like, "No, we need to
We
sack
need a
Gerber
we need
here
a
to win."
sacrifice.
We need to kill
Sacrifice
Gerber.
someone.
Kill.
Yeah, listen, it would not go well for him because he would just be like, okay, what's the play here? And then fucking me and Jared are like, kill
No,
each other.
no, you want to know how it would go? It would be Pokemon Challenges just being like, hey, my name is Jan, what's the play here? And Monsters will go, wah wah wee wah, and then just shit himself, and that will be the scene.
Bowanka.
Wonka.
Pasabim.
Also, Ken,
Hi, Kenny.
I love Ken.
Hello.
Oh, is Kenny here? Kenny! Hey,
I
Kenny.
had the best.
What?
If you could
What is that?
cast any person to be in the Friendlock, who would it be?
Like just any person?
Any person in the world. So far,
How's
people
it
like
going?
I said Matt Mercer. Grace said Jan. Pokemon challenges. Gerber said his dad.
King Ramses the second.
That's fucking good.
Oh hell yeah, Oh hell no, King Ramsey II's out here being Venomoth.
I'm gonna get fucking Tutankhamun in here.
Yeah, Lord Ozymandias. Lord
But yeah,
Ozymandias.
Chat, you guys ruined
Diogenes.
the bit of my dad as Miraidon. Fuck you guys.
All right. Next question. We're getting pretty close to the end, just so everyone knows. Just a couple more questions. Next question is from we talked about this in our private Discord as well. From the Discord, that Silver Egg asks, "What's the first movie you remember seeing in a movie theater?" This person's is Croods, which came out. What year did that come out in again?
You got me
2013.
fucked up.
That's it's like 10 years ago.
So mine, the earliest one I can remember, I believe, is seeing The Crocodile Hunter, the Steve Irwin movie, in theaters, which came out in I think 2002, so I would have been 4. And it was a dining theater, so like I was at a table and I had dinner. So that really set the tone sort of for what movies were, and I was very confused the next time I went to a theater and there wasn't a table that gave me like chicken. What's everyone else's?
I think mine was the Chronicles of Narnia.
That's a good one.
Oh, that is a good one.
It came out in like 2005, if I recall.
I believe mine was the SpongeBob movie, which came out around 2004.
That's a pretty good one.
You're also a child though, so how old were you in 2004?
4.
So yeah, okay, that makes
He
sense.
wasn't born yet.
Yeah, he wasn't born yet.
I'm pretty sure my earliest one that I remember is the Barnyard movie, which came out in 2006.
Oh, that's a good one.
You,
That's
bro,
good.
Oh,
you
hell
didn't
yeah,
see a movie
Barnyard.
until you were 8?
Listen, I don't know. I might have seen movies earlier, but that was the first like movie theater movie I remember.
I guess that's fair. Your parents don't like you.
Yeah.
Mine was either Spider-Man 2 or Polar Express. Those were
Cool.
2004.
That's a good one. Polar Express was like my second like movie that I remember going
Grace.
to.
Grace, I'm really curious what yours is because you're older than us.
The oldest movie I remember seeing in theaters, this wouldn't have been the first by any means, but it's the oldest one I can remember because it left the longest lasting impression, was Treasure Planet.
Oh, I
Ooh.
love that
Huge.
movie. When did that come out? Treasure Planet.
You're on 99.
Oh shit.
That was a great movie.
That's a great movie.
2002.
2002, apparently.
Oh, all right.
Oh, maybe Atlantis came out in 99?
Is it? Wait, hold on. Quick question. Is Treasure Planet the one with that?
The one in space.
Atlantis came out in 2001.
James Pleiades Hawkins.
Both
I
of those
don't-
movies were like box office failures.
Hold on.
I actually don't think I've ever seen
I
Treasure
have
They
a-
spoiled the big
I have a
twist in one of
question.
their commercials.
This
What's
is
up, Sarah?
crucial for my baby memory. Was Treasure Planet the one with the
In space.
captain lady that was
Yeah.
like
Yes.
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
one in
and then-
space.
the one in Atlantis was the other one with white hair, right?
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
one in
Yes.
Atlantis.
My
Yeah,
answer is-
long white hair was Kita from Atlantis. The cat lady was from Treasure Planet.
My
Yeah,
answer
Captain
may
Amelia.
actually change from Spider-Man 2 and Polar Express because I'm looking. I remember seeing Lilo and Stitch and Ice Age in theaters that came out in 2002. So it could be one of those 4 movies.
I was gonna say, I'm sure mine's not the first movie I saw in theaters. It is definitely the one. I don't understand how people can pinpoint memories to ages. So that one just feels old to me, that memory. I barely remember the movie.
The only reason Treasure Planet left such a lasting impression on me is because it came out fairly close after I moved back from Thailand. I just came to Canada, dealing with cold for the first time. Treasure Planet comes out. I fucking fell in love with it. Ran from there.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Never seen it. Actually,
you
what if
should.
you did? Yeah, I'm
Dude,
gonna have
I
someone else.
It's got a
wholeheartedly
great song
recommend
in it.
Oh yeah, it's by. Oh, I was about to spoil the makers of the song.
Well,
But
the
don't
song from Treasure Planet that I'm thinking of is well, I'm Still Here by it's by the lead singer of the Goo Goo Dolls. I don't know
Yeah,
his name.
I think John Resnick. I think his name
Yeah,
is.
yeah. I love that song. It's a great song. If you guys, hey, anyone out there hasn't heard that song, fucking look it up. I'm Still Here.
Yeah,
a great
I have
song.
it on my Spotify.
Oh, me too.
Treasure Planet- this is a detail that whenever I show people Treasure Planet, because I've shown it to my partner, I've shown it to my Discord server, I continuously show it to people. And the one thing I love pointing out about Treasure Planet was there was something really clever happening in the movie with James, where at the beginning of the movie he's wearing really dark clothing, and as he progresses as a character, his clothing, just like his attitude, gets brighter and brighter and brighter. So there's
Interesting.
this color language throughout the movie, and when he goes through the middle of the movie, like crisis, you know, the betrayal happens, the backstab.
He goes through the low point.
When he goes to the low point, he goes back to the black jacket, and it's just such clever color language.
I do have a question to go along with this. What was the last movie everyone in this chat saw?
Oh shit.
John Wick 4.
In theaters, it might have been Barbie.
I just saw the.
I mean, does
that
it have to be
new
in theaters or in
Studio
general?
I
Ghibli
think general
movie,
because I
Boy and the Heron.
could use the movie I watched. I literally watched Barbie right before the TalkLocke today.
In theaters, Barbie, and in general, FNAF.
Trolls.
I saw
Oh
Barbie.
shit! Never mind Trolls.
Yeah, we all watched the Trolls lately. That
I
was the last
didn't.
movie I watched.
I didn't, because fuck you.
But if it's the last in theaters, it was Blue Beetle.
A couple days ago, I rewatched Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
Oh, those are good movies.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw like a gif of a fight scene on Twitter, and I was like, I want to rewatch that movie. I really like those movies.
I really like the one scene in Kingsman where he starts singing "Country Roads" and then fucking
Yeah,
dies.
that's in that movie. That's in Golden
Such a
Circle.
good song.
So in theaters,
Is that the second one?
Let Grace talk.
In theaters, Sonic. Latest movie I watched last night, Shrek 2.
Shrimp. Can we watch 8 Crazy Nights?
Please, we have been planning the 8 Crazy Nights.
I'm
to watch
waiting.
through.
Gerber hasn't said anything. I want Gerber to be there. It's his movie.
It's his movie?
It's about
I
Hanukkah.
watch the Hanukkah movie, guys. What if
I'm gonna watch the movie.
Alright, I think we need to go to the next question.
Okay.
At Hell is
8 Crazy
Private.
Nights watch party after this.
At Hell is Private on Twitter. This is a pretty big one, and I feel like Derek would have a lot more insight on this, but I just think it's an interesting one for all of us to kind of our perspectives. How do you think the community, the production, the filming, your own opinions, and other stuff along those lines have changed from season 1 to season Violet?
I don't know.
Cool. Thanks.
All right, good answer.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that earlier when we were talking about our favorite seasons, like sort of for us to be in, our characters in those, and just the sort of different energy approach of them. Because season 1 was so interesting because it was just an idea that Derek had that we were trying out, and we were like, wow, people seem to really be receptive to this. And then we were figuring out the like structure of it as we were kind of going on the fly, like adjusting how we were doing the fan art segments, Derek having to adjust the donation amounts, things like that, people realizing they could do bits too. And then season 2 is when things, I feel like, really sort of
Season 2 is when, like, during the course of season 1, because it was still very new, the community was getting attached to it, we were still figuring it out, Derek didn't even know what he was doing. Season 2 is where you can tell there's a tonal shift because it became established. We had an idea what we were doing now. The community was already attached and fell in love. Derek knew what he wanted to do. We had a concept of what was happening. At that point, season 2, in my opinion, is when Friendlock actually starts as like an established thing.
That's a good point.
I think I understand that. I understand that perspective. I do think season 2 is when we overcompensated because we realized that it was becoming a thing. That's why I think things really went off the rails and the lore got so heavy, is that everyone was just like, oh shit, oh fuck, this is like a thing that people really like, and it's really exciting because people keep telling us that they like it, and people keep making art of us, and they keep, like, I can see people on Tumblr and Twitter and stuff being really into it, and so I felt like a lot of the characters were inspired by the idea of, well, how do I get them more interested in me and do these things? So I feel like it was a lot of like, oh, we overextended a little bit. And I think season 3 is sort of the more averaging out of that to an extent. It feels interesting because I feel like we still didn't, I truly don't think I think we still haven't quite figured it out.
Well, it's hard to say if we're ever going to figure it out.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think each season is interesting because it always feels sort of like an experiment because it's always, we're trying to figure it out on the fly.
Yeah, it's hard to say if we're ever going to figure it out because the concept evolves with us.
Yeah.
It is also so interesting to see, like, because I think back to the first streams of each season. Season 1, it's basically just like Derek's fandom, and then season 2, oh, what's that? How many people are watching this stream? 4,000? Huh?
Well, what I think is funny about that too is season 1, stream 1 was the most concurrent viewers Derek ever had on a stream at that point. It had gotten up to, what did we get to, like 1,300, maybe 1,500? And it was like a, whoa, like that, wow, a lot of people are tuning in for this. And then stream 1 of season 2 was like 5,000 people, and then season 3 was...
We
were trending.
At one point?
We were like the largest Pokemon stream actively happening, like on launch night.
We were competing with Jaden.
Yeah, we were competing with like huge people. It was just... It was interesting, but I think it's really interesting because, like you said, it evolving and it becoming like its own sort of established thing I think it's important to remember that first stream was the largest stream that at least Derek said, like that was the most concurrent viewers he had ever had at that point. And I think that's a great perspective on sort of its trajectory.
I think there's one other thing, and I can't speak for Derek here, but this is just my headcanon about the whole situation. There was one thing about season 1 that I think kind of contributed to us taking season 2 more seriously, was when season 1 became one of the most viewed pieces of Pokemon media on all of YouTube.
Yeah. Friendlock, that's what I say. Friendlock kind of, it was an interesting feeling. I can't speak for everyone else, but it's an interesting thing to be like, oh, a lot of people are watching this.
This shit post became one of the most established things in Pokemon.
Gerber bullying Mal for like 8 episodes became like a huge thing that's very important to a lot of people. Like on an emotional level.
There are moments in the Friendlock series that people attribute with like real, actual emotion. The clay sweep, fucking most of the deaths in season 1, and hell, the rhyme fight in season 3. There are people who are genuinely like emotionally attached to that shit.
Does anyone else? I feel like a couple of us have been kind of charging this. Anyone else have any other things to add?
I have one. Listen, I know, we've gotten pretty big, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We're talking about it. You know what hasn't gotten better production-wise for Friendlock? Craft services table has just gotten worse and worse every season.
More people have been getting drunk. I think that's definitely true.
Derek doesn't feed us. You guys act like, oh, look at them, the big YouTube Friendlock stars. He doesn't give us food, guys.
He gave me an Uber Eats gift card, so I'm fine.
Season 1, we had like a big fucking salad, finger sandwiches, of an open bar. Season 3, there was a half-eaten pack of Ritz crackers.
Oh, you snooze, you lose, buddy. I got them all.
Jay tried to get some food, and Derek pushed him downstairs.
I have scars.
That's why I was mean to Mal, is because it was either I'd be mean to Mal or I don't get a sandwich that night.
Gerber was just hangry, guys. It's okay. He's just a silly guy. He was just hangry.
He's just a silly guy.
I was a little hungry.
And even the Snickers.
I fucking forgot Brady was here. I feel like you haven't said anything in like 20 minutes.
I've been
So sad. I had to smuggle food in for everyone through my purse, my fucking crazy.
why-
season
I
2
smuggled
purse.
food in through my
That's
My
why Mal was
butt.
brought into the clay fight. Because Derek thought she was bringing food into the studio, and he's like, "We can't have this."
Well, I
Taylor,
smell something in your bag. Can you go to this gym real quick?
Hey, do you want to be my boy Exadrill?
Yeah, I mean, anyone else have any comments on this question?
Yeah, everything's scripted for Friendlock.
Yeah, everything's scripted, especially the parts where people get upset with each other, and especially the part where a bunch of us talked over Mikey's speech in season 1. That was planned.
Pretty great plan, if you ask me.
Yeah, yeah, pretty
Especially-
great plan,
especially the
making
time
Kenny
of-
and myself genuinely upset. The energy coming back into that party was rough.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know why Friendlock was scripted, we had to wait for the actors and writers strike to be over to release it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
go
we're all
back.
SAG.
We're all SAG. Some of us are WGA. Not all of us have writer credits.
Alright, anyone else have any final comments on this question before we go to the last question that I had slotted up? Alright, I'll take that as a no. The last question, the first two are a little silly. This is on Twitter, at Mr. Merpman. How's the olive oil business working out? It's great, it's fine. Has Ger Bicycle gotten banned from any more restaurants?
No, but also Derek miswrote that because he doesn't know how to read.
Yeah. And then the last question is why I put this one as the last question. What are all the Mons up to nowadays? Sort of like a where are they now kind of thing.
Dead.
Mal's
Dead, yes, some of you are dead. Some of you are dead. That's true.
We actually
Most of the people in this call are dead.
All 3 of my Friendlock Pokemon have died, but only because Derek decided to make the fucking Steven fight canon.
Yeah, after the fact.
That are Brady, you, me, and Joe.
Yeah, so half of us are alive, half of us are dead.
Season one Mal has a child and it's out there somewhere. Instead of season 2 Mal and her kids are with Pete Ness.
My answer for Mal season 3 is we dug her corpse up and now she's running for governor of Ohio.
I lived. Oh yeah, I have revival blessing.
Since
No,
apparently
no,
we
You
can
revived yourself.
you
I
revived
revived myself.
Mal, you're dead. You're still dead. We just took your body and threw it on
Oh
a big stage
shit.
in
Can
Ohio, and
we
everyone was like,
answer this
"That
from-
weird rat."
Can we answer this from the concept of like we lived, what would they do now?
Mhm.
You
no,
gotta do it.
because you're
gotta
dead.
do it by
We have to,
how you
we
end
have
it.
to be canonical.
Sorry, Grace, you're dead.
You're alive.
I'm still doing things because I'm a ghost.
That's true. You started
No,
as a
you're
ghost, and you
dead.
just
You've
became
been
double
you're
ghost.
dead. You've been exercised.
Nope.
My business is flourishing. It's going great. It's definitely become significantly more of a pyramid scheme as time has gone on. Like, it started as a more legitimate business, and it is super a scam now. You don't even get the olive oil. You just get a
well,
promise.
That's just
Unlike-
water.
Unlike Joe, I have a legitimate business.
I probably make more money than you.
Doesn't matter. Mine's more
It
memorable.
matters.
Hold on.
Wait, my-
there's
mine's
Joe
absolute-
doesn't care about being memorable. He cares about making a profit. and
Also,
just
mine's absolutely memorable. The question asks, how's the olive oil business going?
No one talked about your business.
Yeah, what are you talking? Mine was my bit, was running a business. Unless you're talking about your real life one, which doesn't count. Because your pig didn't do that. That's you.
all I know is Gerb Bicycle 2 and Gerber Vile Plume are just living it up.
Oh, they
Yeah,
got
have a
together?
bar- Yeah, they got together. They have a bar together now.
That's good. That's a good one.
They have a bar in Alola, right on the beach. We have a drink called the J Week. It sucks. No one orders it.
You just put a bunch of twigs and oil in it.
So we
Like
light it on
gasoline
fire.
oil. Like,
And you light it on fire.
Don't worry,
All right,
Jay.
so
It's
if
very
we're-
expensive. It's
if we're
very
in-
expensive.
If we're including survivors from all seasons,
Sure.
season 1 Oni started up a weed store with Maze Grovile.
Oh my god.
That's
They
good.
run a dispensary.
That's a good one. That's a fun one. Brady, what's your fucking bull doing?
Oh, single dad working 3 jobs for Peppy Jr.
Single
and the
mom who
other
works so
Christina's
hard,
baby.
Damn.
loves
Brady-
his kids and never stops.
Season 3 Brady, just kind of the worst thing. He's like just struggling to get by.
Yeah,
raising
he's lower middle class, paycheck to paycheck, single father.
Peppy ain't helping.
the
No.
champion. The champion money that we got is now like burned through its illegal hell, so Brady
Yeah.
can't use it.
We accidentally got involved with I think a pyramid scheme, some type of olive oil business. Really,
You
my wife went down
absolutely-
I
that
was gonna
path.
say, for some reason, Peppy made Geta transfer all of the money to Joe. No one has seen it since.
I told him I was gonna invest it for him, and I just sort of ran away.
Yeah, Joe actually started this elaborate new cryptocurrency called Oil Coin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the
It did not do
cryptocurrency
well.
is that you give me money and then I run away from you as fast as I can. Oh yeah, Genesis in chat said season 3 Brady is like the football superstar from college that ends up burnt out and supporting his kids in his 40s.
Yeah,
That's canon.
You can
No,
invest in oil coin by donating to this stream.
we'll see him at like the reunion, the Friendlock reunion, a couple years down the line. He's still wearing his like champion jacket. We're like,
He's
Brady.
still trying to do a comb over, even though he super doesn't have the hair
It's
for that
very
anymore.
noticeable.
we're like Brady, come on, I know we were champions, but like, it's been so
Wait.
long. Like,
You gotta
15
move on.
years.
Buddy, you gotta move on.
Wait, that's actually perfect. What does everyone do? What is everyone doing? Like, how is everyone showing up to the Friendlock like high school reunion? I'm showing up. I'm showing. Yeah, a couple of you are in caskets.
casket.
I'm in a full mink jacket, wearing the biggest sunglasses I could find.
I just love that. I love the idea of Brady being like, "You guys will go back for the glory days." We're like, Brady.
He's wearing his varsity jacket that he's had to get taken out a few times.
like,
It
Brady,
is
we're not
really
going to
tight.
champions.
He's definitely got a beer gut, and he is still boycotting Bud Light.
He's like, I'm wearing my New Balances because they didn't go woke. Sorry for all the Brady fans in chat. We've now ruined this character for you.
Ruin.
Don't
I don't know
overweight
about that.
don't
Yeah.
overweight conservative
We've
people.
enhanced.
Yeah, okay. I mean, unless anyone else has anything to add, that is the last question I had.
You have anything to
Um,
add? How are you showing up to the Friendlock 15-year high school reunion? Sarah's not going.
Sarah's not going.
That's fair. That's very
The only reason I'm
like,
going is to
Sarah
show
hates
how.
everyone. She's
Sarah
gone.
hates everybody.
Sarah's
that's
gonna put
alive right
in
now.
the group chat that we have where it's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm on my way. Oh, my car's not.
No,
working."
Sarah keeps sending messages that say red at 9 p.m. Like, she doesn't have red receipts on. She sends that message actively and then doesn't do anything else.
Typing in
Toxic.
okay with the period.
I'm
I'm gonna
only
start doing
showing up
that.
to show how rich I am. That's it. That's the only reason. And then I leave very early after getting extremely drunk.
You're like,
He's
is he
driving
an open
away
bar?
while drunk.
We don't serve alcohol. How did they get drunk?
I brought it in. I
They bring
smuggled
their
it
own
in.
booze.
Yeah, I'm also actively trying to get people to buy olive oil from me. Where would
Joe,
Peppy be? Who cares?
We don't need oil in the bar. You can't sell it to us.
Peppy's like the principal. The principal doesn't come to the high school reunion.
Oh, Peppy died. Peppy
Yeah,
only
sorry,
lives in
Peppy's
Peppy.
dead.
Yeah.
So, bummer
On the
for Peppy.
toilet.
Anything
like,
else? Or do people just want to riff and do bits for the next hour and a half?
No, so just like actual friend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just like the actual front line. We're all distracted by doing other shit while we're talking.
Oh, I'm looking in the fan server, and this is the question that you'll be very happy to hopefully quickly go over.
Oh boy.
Final question for me personally, maybe lying. If you had touched the space cube from Animorphs, how would it change your life?
Well,
I don't even know what that is.
So, okay, the space
Okay,
cube in
yeah.
This
Animorphs.
is a Joe question.
All right, let me
That's why I'm
fucking
always
explain.
so-
So the space cube in Animorphs is the thing that the kids in Animorphs first like in the first book they touch and that gives them the powers to do the whole animorphing stuff. So if you touch the cube, it gives you the ability to then anytime you touch an animal, you can then turn into that animal for 2 hours before having to turn back, or you're trapped as that animal forever. So the idea that this question is how would that change your life? Fucking monumentally. First of all, aliens would be
insane.
real. That's crazy. And I would turn into animals sometimes. I'd probably go flying a lot, like as a bird. Catch a pigeon, turn into a pigeon.
Yeah. I'd probably use my animal powers to be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Walking into the grocery store as a bear.
Getting shot instantly, dying. Turning into a red-tailed hawk and staying there, just like my hero Tobias.
I'm gonna go to the mall and turn into a moose and see what happens.
I'm gonna go to a hospital and turn into a horse.
Doctor,
They're gonna have to give me ketamine then.
Go to people in the insanity ward as a horse and just go, no one will believe you.
Yeah, I want to make it clear. Yeah, Animorphs. Everyone in chat who hasn't read Animorphs, you should read Animorphs. There's like 70 fucking books. Only like 50.
And they're all batshit.
There's like 50 something in the main series, but each one's like only 200 pages. They're very short books, and then there's like some side series that you don't have to read, but they're good. And yeah, Animorphs is super fucked up. There's a lot of trauma that those 13-year-old kids go through before. I was gonna spoil part of the ending, but I guess I won't because I just told people to read it.
Nah, you should spoil it anyway.
Okay, one of the main characters dies at the very end.
They had all these years to read it.
One of the main characters dies, and she's the character who, throughout the series, is known for liking murder too much. Like she starts.
Taste of it.
Yeah, she gets a taste, and she becomes really, really, really good at killing people, and she likes it very much. Her name is Rachel.
From Friends?
Yep, Rachel from Friends fucking gets ganked. All right. I mean, I think that's it. Yeah.
The end of Friendlock.
That is it. So yeah, like we said at the beginning, in case anyone missed that or joined partway through, for all like future play, as of right now, this is the only event, the only stream that we had planned. I know, like I said at the beginning, Puppy has expressed that she wanted to be a part of one, so maybe in the future there could be one, but I would say don't hold your breath. This is, as of right now, the last thing you will see from this season, as far as streams go. So I guess, do people want to go down the line, and I don't know, do people want to plug anything? I don't know if anyone has anything coming up. In this group, I don't think anyone.
No.
No.
Yeah, if anyone has any projects or anything, I don't know.
No, you got it, Sarah. Say it loud and proud.
No.
Sarah wants to plug something, but she wants me to do it, but I'm making her do her own plug.
Yeah, Sarah, do your own plug.
Sarah, you got
Can't have Gerber do all the dirty work.
Yeah, one last invite to the fan server. Just
Hold on, I'm waddling over here. Okay, can I be heard now?
Yes.
Speak.
I have two, as of right now, at this moment, I have two craft fairs coming up. One in March and one in July. The details are on my website. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Say your website.
sarahstitchery.com.
And as I said before, if people want, to stay abreast of any potential events in the future regarding the Friendlock box, I would suggest, following me on Twitter is probably the best way. I never made anything specifically for this channel, so that's king__moosh on Twitter.
I have a plug and some weird words of encouragement to share.
Okay.
So as a plug, things have been trudging along slowly, but stay tuned. There's going to be news about the third Onison album that's going to be coming out soon, independent of us. It's big news. I got big news about that. In terms of words of encouragement, if you ever think that you can't do something or that something is like wildly out of your reach, just remember, Game Freak just confirmed that Clay was tapping Alessa, so anything is possible.
Anything is possible. You heard it here first and last, folks. And I'm gonna end this stream by making everything on set invisible, except for Mikey, trapped
And the
behind a
word bitch.
screen.
Everyone went home.
Wait, no,
Everyone.
can you leave the word bitch underneath lit up?
Oh yeah, hold on. I think that's a part of the mug. No, it's not. Shit, I have so many things. Bitch, it's a straw. All right, everyone. Farewell. Maybe for the last time. Maybe I'll
Pokemon
see you
Friend Lock,
again.
more like Pokemon Gay Lock. Oh,
Get out of here, Colin!
Bye
Colin can't make that
Bye.
joke. Colin can't make that joke.
Bye,
Cancel him.
everyone.
Cancel him.